Hello the YouTubes, Ash back once again with a new series called Vlog On Son. Basically I was just bored of having nothing going on in between Geek Box and Boxing videos and chatting to somebody about it, and they said just do a vlogging series, and I thought, you know, that's not a bad idea. Boogie2988 does it every week. Quite a lot of people do it, and I thought it's a good way to fill in the gaps, and it gets me to get stuff off my chest, and it gives you a bit more idea about who I am and what I do. Things and stuff that have caught my eye, or what I've been up to. This is essentially all this vlog series is about, just things that either I've done or things that have caught my eye. So I've picked a good week to start because I've actually done something this week. The aim is to do one of these every week. I don't know if that will happen or not, but it's nice to have goals. So the perfect place to start is yesterday. Yesterday I went to Newcastle Film and Comic Con at the Newcastle Arena, or the Metro Radio Arena if you like to give everything a sponsored title. And again, it was the second year this has been on, it's the second year that I've been, and it was awesome once again. It's just good seeing a lot of people with common interests coming together in one place. I've never really had that because I've never really held any massive interests other than games, and gaming you do in the house by yourself or maybe online or whatever. Especially these days, there doesn't seem to be a lot of split screen multiplayer games you can just play on the couch with a mate. So having something now that I can get into, like the whole geek culture thing, which I'm just getting more and more into as I get older, which I'm sure is a bit Benjamin Button-y if you think about it, because I'm sure you're supposed to be into this stuff as a kid. Whatever though, I'm happy, I'm enjoying myself, and some of my friends don't get it and they give us grief about it all the time. I couldn't give a rat's ass. I don't necessarily like the shit they do, so each to their own. So yes, girlfriend and I went to Comic Con yesterday morning. We had early bird tickets, so we got there, queued round to the back of the arena for about 20 minutes and then got in and around in about an hour and a half. Which is the only bad thing. I did the same thing last year, and I hate myself for it in a way, because you spend the money, you queue all that time, and you're done in an hour and a half. You've seen everything you need to see. I mean, in my head, I spent about 10 grand just looking at things that I wanted to buy. Stuff that has no use and no real world value, but I just wanted it all, like busts of Batman and posters of Harley Quinn. Pop vinyls are plenty. Just, it's Nerdvana. That's what it is. That's essentially what Comic-Con is. Nerdvana. I loved seeing all the cosplayers, but again, because we got there so early and left so early, I think we missed a lot of the best ones. I came away a little bit disappointed that I didn't get to perv on any really good Harley Quinns. I think I only saw one. But I've seen the photos that people have put on Facebook, and they were there. They were just there later on when I left. But still, an hour and a half, like I say, I saw everything I needed to see. I met the one person I wanted to meet, which was Robert Macchio. You may know him as the Todd from Scrubs. And yes, I got to high-five him, and that was my day made. Like, after that was like the first thing we did. After that, nothing mattered. I got what I came for. I got a high-five off the Todd, and I saw my childhood hero, Kit. Yeah, so once you've seen Kit and you've high-fived the Todd, all that's left to do is just spend more money on stuff, and we did. Don't get us wrong. Like I say, we're in there an hour and a half, and we came out with lighter wallets than we went in with. I did add to my pop vinyl collection, though. I added Deadpool, which brings me nicely onto the next thing I want to talk about. I think it was a couple of days ago, maybe Thursday. Yeah, I think it was Thursday. Ryan Reynolds tweeted out a picture of the Deadpool costume for the new movie, and it looks pretty damn good. They haven't kind of branched off and tried to do their own thing. They've kept it fairly close to the source material, and that, considering the mess they made of Deadpool in the X-Men Origins Wolverine series, is a damn good thing. But I'm still being a bit apprehensive about this film. And one thing is, it's Fox still who did butcher Deadpool in the last movie. Yeah, I think they're going for a PG-13 rating with it, which is 12A over here, but you want something a bit edgier than that for Deadpool. I mean, there's a lot going on with this guy, and he's a bit sick in the head, so you want at least like a 15 or R rating for it. But I'll hold off until I see the final product, or at least until I see a trailer, then at least I've got something to kick off about. But the main reason I'm worried, and as much as I like Ryan Reynolds, you have to look at his track record of comic book films. He hasn't had a good one. Blade Trinity, terrible. R.I.P.D., possibly one of the worst films I've seen in the last 5 years. The aforementioned X-Men Origins Wolverine, where he did play Deadpool, but not the Deadpool that anyone else has ever heard of. And there was one more, oh God, Green Lantern. Yeah. 4 comic book movies, 4 absolute stink piles. Hopefully you can buck the trend with Deadpool, because there's so much potential in that character, and I really want them to get it right. And the last week I have been getting back into gaming a little bit, flicking between Battlefield Hardline and GTA Online, doing heists with a couple of friends. Battlefield Hardline, I'm liking it, but I'm not loving it. I get really excited to play it, and then when I do, I'm just thinking like I'm just treading water a bit. But I've never been particularly good at Battlefield. I just like the idea of them. I had thought of streaming it on Twitch, but making people aware that I was rubbish, so I didn't get too much grief for being shit. But I'm that bad that I didn't even dare do it, because I just thought no one wants to watch somebody get shot as soon as they respawn. But as for the GTA heists thing, server issues have dampened that, and trying to get 4 people in one place at one time to do something that's going to last an hour and a half, 2 hours is proven to be a monumental task. Why is it so hard? I don't know, but it is. In other gaming news, Borderlands, the Handsome Collection came out on Friday. I haven't picked it up yet. And despite the fact that I've finished Borderlands 2 and I'm halfway through the pre-sequel, I'm still going to pick that up because I didn't get any of the DLC, and the Borderlands Handsome Collection has everything in there, all DLC for both games. So I'm going to get on that at some point. I'm not bad at that. I might stream that. I'm going to keep wobbling the desk. Yeah, so that's it. The last week, Comic-Con, bit of gaming. But it's still more than I usually do, so, you know. Hopefully I'll do another one of these next week and get you caught up on the last 7 days between now and then. Who knows, I might have done something a bit more interesting. Not more interesting than Comic-Con, because that was pretty awesome. Hopefully I'll have shifted this cold so I don't sound so... In the meantime, though, if there's anything you want to know, if you have any questions or anything, leave them in the comments below and I'll try and answer them next week, and then at least we know we've got something to talk about. As usual, if you've liked this video, please leave a like below, hit the subscribe button up above, tell your friends, tell your family, don't tell me mum, and hopefully I'll see you in a week.